Alright then, just taking a quick look at Chainlink on our daily time frame here for another daily update on the channel. Before we begin, please do go down below and sign up to BITUNIX. They're giving you a 30% bonus if you deposit and trade on their platform. Deposit $1,000 and trade to receive a $300 bonus instantly. Really good opportunity to get a free bonus so that you can trade these markets. As we can see, Chainlink here looking like it's starting to move bearish. Obviously, we had that unbelievable liquidation cascade last week. A week today where we saw a 70% wick to the downside for Chainlink, basically wiping all the leverage out of the market for Chainlink. All the way back down to this 0.23 Fibonacci level, all the way down here. The fib pull, obviously, if I can actually stop moving it for once. Let me make sure this is in the right place, because I always end up moving these by accident. You can see I've done it again. It's just bloody annoying, these things. I just need to remember to lock them in place. Also, the magnet is just giving me a hard time as well. Let me just fix this quickly. Get on there. There we go. Can I change this to a weak? I've got a weak magnet and a strong magnet. I didn't realise that there was two different versions, but there we go. Anyway, fix that low. Fix the high and fix the low. There we go. So, okay. Fibonacci levels are put back in the right place. As you can see, still the same outcome. We've come down, tapped into that 0.23 Fibonacci. I'm assuming there were a ton of orders down here that people came and got filled on. As you can see, we basically just wicked all the way back up to a minor, really fairly minor correction here. But obviously recently Bitcoin looking bearish again. We've bounced back to the upside. We've got rejected out of this big daily fair value gap, as you would expect, and also you could argue this previous support turned into resistance, rejecting this daily fair value gap and moving down. Currently trying to bounce at this 0.50 Fibonacci level, as you can see, which was this previous level of support that we used to move up. You can see we had the tariff range, the break, the retest, the continuation. Trying to retest here, but then obviously with Bitcoin having that massive liquidation cascade being created by Trump, the 100% tariffs being announced by Trump, dumping the Nasdaq, which dumped Bitcoin 10%, which then in turn dumped Chainlink 30%, but because of the liquidation cascade, it got out of control. A 60 or 70% crash for Chainlink here, which recovered to around 30%, and then as you can see here now, looking a little bit bearish in this local area as we try and figure out where Bitcoin's going next. You can see here Bitcoin right now looking pretty bearish, to be honest. We formed this massive daily BPR, balanced price range here, as you can see. Two fair value gaps in a row. Massive area of resistance this is going to be, as you can see here. Obviously this fair value gap as well is massive. After the dump here, we've obviously come up, we've tried to bounce, but we've come up to around, I would say, a 50% retrace there, as you can see. Absolutely perfect. 50% retrace of this move down. Everyone starts piling into shorts or taking profit because they're not convinced we're going to bounce from here. We've got this really low resistance liquidity below, which looks like so obvious in my opinion to go and get swept. Loads of stop losses are going to be under here that are going to easily get taken. Pretty easy react. Once I saw this reaction to this 50% here, I knew that we were going to go down, sweep this, and continue lower. Previously, I thought, oh, we might be going down towards these levels, sweep out this liquidity, and then bounce. Currently looking like we're bouncing out of this previously unbalanced daily fair value gap here. As you can see, getting a pretty good reaction out of it so far. Could well bounce out of this area. Obviously going into the weekend, we do have lower volatility, generally speaking. But in my opinion, judging by how bearish this reaction has been to this all-time high, we could come down lower to around a 50% retrace of this overall move. You can see here, this would be the 50% retrace of the overall move, just below 100k, just enough to start everyone getting bearish before getting a bounce. Bitcoin loves to retrace 50% before continuing during this bull market. It's happened pretty much every time. Move, 50% retrace, move, 50% retrace, move. This one was only a 30, 20 or 30% because we were so bullish. Impulse, 50% retrace, impulse. This was almost a 50%, 40 or 50%. And then impulse again, 50% here. This would make total sense. And then a continuation. That would be really nice to see. Right now, Bitcoin just going through a bit of a healthy retrace after tapping the all-time high again, in my estimation. Obviously, I can't predict the future, but my opinion would be that we probably start to consolidate, maybe grind down into this area, and then get a bounce at the 50. That would be the ideal scenario for me. I'd definitely be looking to get long in these areas down here. Right now, Bitcoin, I'm unsure where we go next, and as a result, Chainlink is probably going to continue to see some pain until we can see Bitcoin bounce for real. As always, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Please do like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below and let me know your thoughts. Check back every day for daily updates and get some free money in the description below. Cheers.